Dear friends, welcome to another episode of Geopolitical and Military News. In this video, we will discuss why the Israeli Defense Forces are losing so many vehicles in the Gaza Strip conflict. According to a recent report published by the Israeli newspaper Ma'ariv, since the beginning of the current conflict in Gaza in October 2023, the Israeli Defense Forces have reportedly lost over 500 armored vehicles, ranging from small transport vehicles like the Rambi to large and powerful combat tanks like the Merkava. But why is Israel, known for its powerful and well-trained armored formations, losing so many vehicles to a militarily inferior adversary? And how might this affect other potential conflicts in the short and medium term? In terms of armored vehicles, the Israelis employ a wide range of vehicles, starting with the Rambi, with different levels of armor, used for personal and small cargo transport. The IL Storm was designed for the same type of mission as the Rambi but has a considerably lower level of armor, very similar to the Sandcat from Plazan, also of Israeli manufacture. For small contingents, Israel uses the Wolf and the David, a British and Israeli project based on the Land Rover, a much more armored and versatile alternative than the IL Storm. In the area of armored personnel carriers and infantry fighting vehicles, Israel operates the iconic M113, which, despite its many decades of use, continues to be efficient for its mission of transporting soldiers over difficult terrain in the rear of combat areas. It also has about 200 Xerit, built on the obsolete T-54-55 chassis, a vehicle that Israel produced in the hundreds during the Cold War due to the high number of armored vehicles captured from the Arabs. They employ over 300 more advanced and modern vehicles, such as the Namer, with over 63 tons and a capacity to transport up to 9 fully armed soldiers, and the Eitan, much lighter, with up to 35 tons and the same transport capacity. Finally, in the area of combat armored vehicles, Israel operates hundreds of Merkava tanks, some still of the -3 Malawian Kwaches version, but mainly the -4 Malawian Kwaches and 4 million Malawian Kwaches versions. Some of these vehicles, like the Namer, the Eitan, and the more modern versions of the Merkava, come equipped with active defenses, such as the Iron Fist, designed to intercept missiles and grenades before they hit the vehicle's armor. For this mission, the Iron Fist has several radars spread around the fuselage, constantly observing everything in a 360 degrees angle. When a missile or anti-tank grenade is detected approaching, small projectiles are fired, causing the threat to explode in the air. But how are such advanced vehicles, operated by such experienced and well-trained soldiers, being lost in such high numbers? The main reason for this is the terrain. The first phase of the Israeli counterattack against the Hamas group involved the bombing and destruction of the locations where they were hiding, resulting in the partial or total demolition of buildings and rubble scattered across streets, sidewalks, alleys, and avenues, creating the perfect conditions for establishing improvised defensive points in completely unpredictable locations. Basically, Hamas has become able to shoot at Israeli armored columns almost point-blank from semi-destroyed buildings and rubble scattered across streets and squares, not to mention the tunnels. Anyone following the news from Gaza knows that Hamas has built hundreds of kilometers of tunnels, with the hidden accesses of these tunnels acting as surprise attack points. As these attacks are usually carried out with RPG grenades, vehicles equipped with Iron Fist tend to perform well, but other vehicles, such as the Rambi and the M113, are easy and defenseless targets, with the direct impact of an anti-tank grenade capable of damaging or even completely destroying the vehicle, injuring or killing its occupants. But even vehicles equipped with Iron Fist are not completely protected, with Hamas scattering mines and improvised anti-tank explosives across the streets of Gaza, causing explosions that can severely damage vehicles, deactivating active defenses and allowing attacks with grenades and anti-tank missiles. All these elements together are resulting in high losses of Israeli vehicles in Gaza, once again proving how difficult it is to coordinate vehicle and armored attacks in dense urban areas. There is obviously no official confirmation of these casualties from the Israeli government, but if the numbers reported by the Israeli newspaper are true, all these losses may have affected the operational capacity of the Israeli army. It is impossible to know exactly how much it affected, but it is undeniable that the loss of 500 armored vehicles is capable of affecting any armed force in the world, potentially having a significant impact on future military actions, especially the expected campaign in southern Lebanon against Hezbollah. Tensions between Israel and the Lebanese group Hezbollah have been increasing in recent years, with many Israeli sources predicting that the only way to stop Hezbollah's attacks on northern Israel is through a limited invasion of southern Lebanon to push that group away from the Israeli border. But if the numbers provided by the Israeli newspaper are real, such losses of vehicles could affect Israel's ability to carry out this type of operation in Lebanon, especially considering that Hezbollah is a better armed and equipped group than Hamas, particularly with regard to anti-tank weapons. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and subscribe to help the channel grow. Until next time.